I gave 50 smooches to 50 YouTubers on the mouth.
I've gathered 50 of the biggest.
Okay, let's just frame by frame this real quick. Hold on, where's my frame button? Beep, boop, 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 boop. Look at that. Okay. Oh, I found the old man. Okay, so there I am. They put me next to sketch and anime. As you probably guessed, like, these were all taken individually. Before they put us in the cube, before they put us in the box, they took like thumbnail pictures and poses and videos of us in front of like a white screen. We were like pressed against glass for the thumbnail for like the whole like. I didn't make the thumbnail, but you know they have a high-res JPEG of me doing that. Like they gave us a million different poses. They're like, all right, now look cool, and I'm like, you got it. All right, now look aloof. Now make love to the camera. So we did like a bunch of those poses. So that's what you're looking at right now. You're looking at like 4K, 8K, 240 frames per second video of 50 of the coolest, well, 49 of the biggest YouTubers and me for some reason. I have a lot of stories for you.
The planet. And whichever one lasts the longest in this.
Whoever kisses me back, I'll marry. So there I am. There I am in the back. I was so awkward here, dude. I did not know how to look. I'm one of those guys that I don't know what to do with my hands. I don't know where to look in times like this. I'm not even sure I was aware that Jimmy was talking here.
With that $1 million for their subscribers.
Could I even hear him? If everyone's cheering like that, then yeah, I guess. I don't remember this part at all. I don't. I remember the photo we all took that you saw on Twitter like a month ago. I do not remember. I did not sleep, man.
Never before seen in YouTube history. 1 billion subscribers worth of YouTubers.
I love this so much. I love the photo they chose of me. Why did they choose this still of me? My eyes are fucking closed. Why did you, Jimmy Beast, why did you do that? I mean, why did your editors do that? Why did you have to close my eyes? Riku has his eyes closed too. Why? MatPat's not even fucking looking at the camera. Who chose these stills? They probably did this so that people would comment like, why is Mr. Films' eyes closed? LOL. Comment gets 200 likes. And then they reply and they go, edit, thanks for the likes. That's probably why, right?
Are competing for $1 million.
We weren't told until the day of that we weren't competing for $1 million personally. Once we got in the cube or shortly before, that's when we were told like, oh, you're competing for $1 million to give to your subscribers. When I first like got word of it, I thought I was told like you're competing for $1 million. And I'm like, hell yeah, let's do it. It was only until the day of arrival that they're like, oh, no, for your fans, for your viewers, you'll dole it out however you see fit, which is fine too. But that was just a fun little asterisk there. I did lose you guys $1 million.
The rules are simple. All right, point the camera down, close the line.
Okay. So the whole floor was a giant screen. I don't know if it was this seamless. You know, I think there's a combo of like editing and not editing, but the floor below us was a giant, it was like white, it was like bright white under our feet. It was warm too. If you put your hand down, it wasn't hot, it wasn't like a light bulb, but it was pretty warm. And at one point, I tried to take a nap, you know, because of jet lag and red eye. I tried to take a nap, and I'm a little bummed I didn't make the MrBeast video, but I was buried in money. Like I fell asleep and people started throwing money on me and burying me in just like, you know, a carpet of dollar bills. Someone has footage of that somewhere, and I would like to see that. I think that would be very meme worthy. But anyways, the floor was hot. The floor was lava.
People are not gonna be friends in this box.
We got money, bro.
It's real USD.
I'm pumped, bro. You finally made it in your video.
The best strategy is to just conserve energy. Think about that $1 million pot.
Oh, what? That's a really, you can see all my chins there. When I say this line, this is a couple hours into the cube, right? This isn't like I step in the cube and then I say this. This is either, oh, look at that. It's during or after the Cybertruck challenge. I just realized, you could look in the background. You see the basketball court, right? We couldn't see that when we first got in the cube. So this is well into the challenge, where I figure like, fuck it, I'll just vlog like, you know, my strategy, which is doing nothing, which paid off for a while.
Eliminate someone else so you could stay in.
My subscribers, of course.
Oh, let's talk about KSI. I finally had my first interaction with KSI, not here in the cube, but before in the locker room. Okay, so in my video, you can see a little bit of the locker room that they held us in for a few hours before they put us here in the cube. And so everyone's just kind of like chilling, mingling in this locker room. KSI comes up, and he's very welcoming. He's very friendly. He's like, hey, how you doing? Blah, blah, blah. And then he hits me with, this is KSI telling me, he hits me with, I thought you retired. Didn't you retire? And I was like, nope, still doing it. Like, just devastating. Like, what do you say to that? I thought that's pretty funny. I mean, I'm sure it was well intended. I don't think he said that maliciously. I think he was just genuinely asking, but it was also like, fuck.
Get off me!
JJ, you know, the more enemies you make, the higher the chance they might eliminate you.
Oh, no, we're just goofing around. Yeah, we're just having fun. Yeah.
He's literally hiding behind the money. I don't think he got the goofing around memo. Look at all the YouTubers laughing and having a good time. By the end of this video, that's not going to be the case.
So I'm about to say, I don't feel like there were alliances, but I'm kind of speaking as an outsider. I was fairly aloof. Sometimes I would play, I would, you know, sit in a circle with people like Charlie and James and some other people, Jaden. 6 hours in the challenge, we were just kind of goofing around. We were just killing time, and at some point we played like categories, you know. But like most of the time, I was the boy who sits alone in the cafeteria with no friends. That was me in the corner. So I was not privy to or took part in any alliance forming, alliance building, any cliques. Just kind of my POV.
This video is absolutely the most brutal,
I hate you, Jimmy!
cutthroat piece of content you've ever seen these creators in. And the first challenge starts right now.
There were some, I think there are actual tears when Sketch left. I can add a tiny bit more to that when that pops up. This was awesome. This was a truly surreal moment, right? So he alerts us. He's like, guys, we're about to start our first challenge. If you could just come here real quick. First, he makes us move the chest in a corner so that we can all pile up and look out into this black void. All we see is black. Our world is the cube. We don't know. It's basically outer space around us, right? So this reveal was magnificent.
Pull the curtain. You guys are not ready for this.
And it kind of looked like this too. And there were spotlights, and then the tarp was pulled to reveal the basketball court. It didn't happen that quickly, but it was very cool. This was one of those, like, are those fucking Cybertrucks? There's so many of them. Very surreal. That was my first indication of like, okay, I'm officially in a Beast Boy video. The editing for this video and all of his videos should be studied and taught. It's insane. I don't know how many cameras they had on us. Dozens of cameras above, to the sides. We all were holding, DSLRs. Just absurd. I don't know where you begin. How do you edit something like this? It's kind of a feat. It's edited like a reality show you see on network television.
For challenge number 1, you can temporarily walk out of the cube and attempt a free throw. And if you make the shot, we will give a subscriber of yours a
like just so many like shimmering effects. It's impressive. It should be studied.
free Cybertruck, and you'll be allowed back in the challenge.
How did it feel to be the oldest in the room? It felt great. Well, how old is Mark Rober? He might have a few years on me.
But if you miss, your subscriber gets
I see an old man alert.
subscriber gets nothing and you are eliminated.
How did they get this many Cybertrucks in one place?
They probably drove him. Anyway, so this was a really cool. I ultimately decided, no, it's not worth the risk. I'd rather win $1 million than risk 100,000, than risk it all for one Cybertruck for one person.
Cannot make that shot.
It's too risky.
Free throw is so easy. Free throw is easy. I could not hit a free throw.
I just realized that was probably Charles. That was Moist Critical's strategy. Telling someone a free throw is so easy. That's a very smart strategy to like pump up one's confidence and be like, yeah, I can make it. That's so smart. Shout out to Charlie. That's a really good strategy I didn't consider till
I could not hit a free throw to save my life.
Everyone was on the edge, trying to decide if the first challenge was worth it. But then Mark Rober did this.
Okay, so this is funny.
Peace.
when he did that, we all thought he was like leaving. We were all like, what the fuck is Mark Rober doing? And turns out, like, no, we're idiots. That was just his way of signaling, like, yeah, I'll be the first to go. But for a split second, we genuinely all thought that was Mark leaving the challenge.
I'm doing it! No way!
Look at all the YouTubers in the back.
Oh man, this is pressure.
This is a subscriber.
What's your name?
Oh my God, I forgot. Oh, this is the funniest part. Okay, backstage somewhere, we're 50 fans, 1 fan per YouTuber. All right, so like every YouTuber in the cage, there is a fan backstage. So somewhere there's a poor JJJacksfilms fan that I would never see. I never got to meet the person backstage who was there for me, allegedly. They would only come out if you were willing to take the shot, which I was not. In fact, 44 of us were not. Only 6, I think 6 people attempted to make the shot. So it wasn't this person, but when Gideon came on, it was his turn. Quackity's next to me. The fan of Gideon comes out, you know, wearing a shirt that says Gideon. And Quackity goes, oh, damn, his name's Gideon too. I fucking lost it. I'm like, God damn it. Oh, Quackity, I didn't know you were that funny.
Matthew, don't let him down. You got to make this event. I got faith in you. It's on you, Mark. Are you going to win your biggest fan a Cybertruck, or
Just
are you both
so many
leaving
camera
with
angles,
none?
right? So many fucking camera angles. Side, profile, bird's eye, close up. It's absurd. How do you edit this? And another thing, we were all filming our own footage on little cameras with like a mini tripod, right? That's why I'm holding it like this, right? Because we were all holding little cameras like this that they gave us. We couldn't bring in our phones. We couldn't bring in our smartphones. Most people didn't know what time it was. I was lucky enough to have a watch on. Once I was eliminated, you know, I walk into my little holding area, the locker room area, and soon they come out with a micro SD card. And they're like, here you go. Here's all the footage you shot. And it wasn't until I flew back home that I saw the micro SD card. It was a fucking terabyte. So that means they gave all 50 creators a terabyte micro SD card. That's twice the hard drive on my laptop. That's now my makeshift like hard drive for my laptop. Isn't that insane? Now I'm just sitting pretty with a fucking, you know, terabyte in my laptop that I can use to download, you know, just so much porn. Just gigabytes and gigabytes of this stuff. No, it's actually, it's really awesome. So I try to do the math. So 50 people times a terabyte SD card times all the swag bags they gave us. Like we all got AirPods, Apple TVs. Oh, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Like what this YouTube channel has grown to become is kind of mind-boggling.
Okay. And as devastating as that was, Gideon decided that maybe he could
Yeah,
do
here's
a little
Gideon.
better.
Where's the fan? Where's Gideon's fan? So yeah. So this guy walks out with a Gideon shirt, and Quackity was like, "Oh my God, his name's Gideon too." What you don't see in this video is Gideon's reaction. It was great. So he like completely bricks the shot, and then he turns to all of us and goes, he's as shocked as we all are at how bad it was. It was a wonderful little moment. Poor guy. Poor guy.
That was so bad.
What was that?
Yeah, it looked like, yeah, that's the face. That's the face. There you go. I just noticed. Look at this dude's shirt. So, yeah, there were dollar bills everywhere, right? I'm not sure if it was actually $1 million in the room. It very well could have been. Like, what a flex, right? What a flex to have actually $1 million in cash as a fucking prop for a video. But we were all just like, we were scooping it up. I made like origami. I made one of those like fortune tellers with a dollar bill. You know, remember those where it's like, you know, pick a shape, spell it out. Here's your fortune. Like, oh, you're gonna die. I made like a money ball where I just like crumpled one up and then crumpled another dollar bill over that and made that's the one in Jay Schlatt's video. I like chucked it at him. Check it out. His is cool. He did a really cool thing where he brought in like a very old camera that records on tape. So his whole video has a really 90s nostalgia to it. Check it out.
I think I definitely lost a subscriber.
Guys, this is my moment.
Oh, I interviewed this guy. I interviewed Jesser. I didn't include it in my video because I didn't think it was that interesting. But I afterwards I was like, Jester, how the room is electric. How are you feeling right now? And I forget what he said, but maybe I don't know someday. Maybe I'll upload on Jack is a Nerd. He seemed like a cool guy. He nailed his shot because that's what he does.
I am a basketball YouTuber.
If you go out there, I'll go out there too.
All right, I'm out. Hey, I'm next.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with you. Gentlemen, here's your biggest fans. You got a lot of pressure.
I can't watch this. I can't watch it.
Jester, are you going to let down
Oh shit, his name's Jester too. That's kind of cool.
your biggest fan?
Sorry. Couldn't resist, Quacky. Just beautiful editing, right? The zoom in, the digital zoom in, slow motion zoom out, and timing with the music. That's hard, man. I hate putting music in my videos because it's so tedious. But you kind of have to for energy's purposes. So props to the editors that worked on this.
Congrats on the Cybertruck. We got more shots.
Thank you, Jester.
However, not everyone was so fortunate.
Tragic. Just tragic.
I'm sorry. I couldn't get you to Cyber. Devastating.
Will Space Rug's fan be taking home a Cybertruck, or will we have yet another loss?
Come on, Rob. Come on.
What's cool, what they didn't show you here, if the YouTuber won the Cybertruck, then the fan literally drove out of the warehouse in the Cybertruck they just won, which is such a great, like, visually genius. That's hilarious. Even funnier, if the YouTuber missed the shot, then the staff drove away the Cybertruck, never to be seen again. Sorry, yeah, if they didn't make the shot, then the MrBeast staff, they drive it into the closest ocean.
And after seeing 3 massive YouTubers lose this challenge, it was clear nobody else wanted to try it. So in the meantime, I let all the
Oh yeah, sorry. I just went back 10 seconds because this is what
And after seeing 3
this is what I did.
YouTubers lose this challenge, it was clear
It's very hard to convey just the hours in between challenges. Just so much time to do nothing at all.
That's a pro there.
But it wouldn't be long until being settled turned into being bored. Bored enough.
Yeah, I didn't realize this guy actually lost. I saw the guy climbing around. I didn't think they got eliminated. So I was shocked watching the MrBeast video. There I am, I'm asleep. Oh, sleepy.
So challenge 2 will begin when one person gets out.
I remember that announcement. That was a big oh fuck kind of moment. As soon as he mentioned that, then everyone's scrambling. They're like, who's gonna bite the bullet? Because we were tired of waiting. There's so much waiting. All we did in this cube was waiting. Not even hurry up and wait, just waiting.
I'm making out like a bandit poker.
There you go. Someone actually, someone properly smuggling out some cash.
Can I take my jacket with me?
Of course. Oh!
Very smart move.
Bye. And then there is 45. I'm gonna go prep the second challenge. I'll be back.
So yeah, now this is where they made us actually clean up. This was annoying. This was super annoying. This took forever. Cleaning up the floor, making the floor spotless for Jimmy and friends. There I am. I did my part. I'm like, I cleaned fucking enough. I'm out of here. Oh yeah, so this is one of at least 4 porta potties they had at all times, every 30 minutes. And I was very thankful for these porta johns. At some point, I think Laser had to take a shit, and he came out and he was like, that was the worst experience of my life. So Laser, I'm so sorry. Condolences, dude. That could not have been fun.
Are you guys ready for the second challenge? All right. I'm gonna need you all to stand up.
So we didn't know what the second challenge would be. So first we saw like these dots on the floor.
Uh-oh. You'll notice there are dots.
Okay. As soon as we saw the dots, many of us thought, oh, fuck, it's going to be an endurance challenge. We have to stand and stay on our little dot for as long as we can. And, the last people who are still standing, they get to advance. Turns out that was not the challenge at all. It was Squid Games.
In groups of 5 on the floor. So naturally, I need all of you to split up into groups of 5.
Okay, much better photo of me now.
And on top of that,
right? Look at that. I'm in my little suit. Sorry, I keep looking at Schlatt. That's awesome. This was the hardest part for me, was to find a group to join. Because, again, I can't stress how alone and aloof I was. Like, clearly I was not cool enough for this group. Like, this would have been my group with Jaden, Schlatt, James, Charlie, and Ludwig. That would have been a great group to be in, but you know, they were a pretty solid clique, more or less. So I just kind of stumbled into this group here. I saw Michael Reeves. I'm like, I know Michael Reeves. He's good people. And he was hanging out with these 3 other dudes that I did not know, but I got to know. They were all super friendly. I totally inserted myself into this group. I'm like, hey, I wormed in. I wormed my way into this group. And I was like, hey, fellas, room for one more? And they're like, yeah, sure, let's go. They didn't have much of a choice, and nor did I. It ended up working well for everyone except Michael Reeves. To be fair, it was his choice to take the umbrella. He wanted the umbrella, which was a big, you know, weight off my shoulders. I didn't want to have to give the umbrella to anyone who didn't want it. I got so fucking lucky in this challenge. If I wasn't team captain, I don't know if I would have been able to do the shape thing very well. I've never done the cookie, you know, chisel thing before. We'll never know, and I'm okay with that. I got very lucky.
Elect a team captain for your group. Who will be granted immunity for this next challenge?
That's all I will say. Have fun picking teams.
This is crazy.
We had to split into groups of 5. Bro, if we're against each other, I'm gonna be so sad.
Okay, so let's do us 5.
We are in true overthinker fashion. Oh, yeah. Overthinking this challenge.
Are you 5 gonna be a group?
Yeah.
Okay. Have you picked a captain yet?
It's Jack.
For some reason.
Hey, I got a line. Let's go. I don't know. Okay, so let's talk about how I was elected as captain. Like, that's a look of like pure shock and surprise and fucking gratitude, because they told us like the captain would get immunity for this next challenge, or from this next challenge, whatever. They kind of like pep talked me into it. I posed a question. I was like, all right, who should be captain? And a few of them were like, I think you should be captain. I'm like, I don't know. And they're like, yeah, it should be. Maybe they did it out of pity. I don't know. But somehow I didn't argue. And I said, all right, I'll be. Maybe I did the most talking.
Oh, no, I know what it is.
Yes, come on in.
I did not know what this was, even at this stage. Even with the little podiums and the things, like KSI apparently knew. I did not know what this was.
I want you to lift
Oh, kind of looked like that, I guess. I think, is that what Jimmy was showing me?
the cloth and reveal the next challenge.
Like, I was shocked. And you can see, like, once I saw the tins, you can see my face. I, like, God damn it, right? Like, oh, no. So that was a cool moment. I genuinely did not know it was going to be the Squid Game cookie cutter game. You should have just known. You're right, Astro Boy. I should have.
And each captain has to decide which YouTuber on their team will cut each cookie.
So we talked about it. We talked about, like, confidence levels. All right, like, who feels like Michael's taking the umbrella? Who feels the most confident? Like, the star is the next hardest one. Who, like, I was able to delegate via that. It was pretty simple, actually. No hard feelings.
If they break it, they're eliminated.
And giant bulage giant bullet. Wow.
And if it wasn't already obvious, depending on which cookie you get, this is either going to be really easy or almost impossible.
Nico.
And by the way, no one got the umbrella. Everyone who got the umbrella, every single person who got the umbrella was eliminated. No one in the entire room could do the umbrella. It was a guaranteed failure. Isn't that fucked?
It's time to hand out some cookies.
This is the worst day of my life, honestly.
What are you handing Sketch?
I was watching this, so I watched this video with my parents.
No, there's no way.
This is crazy.
There's no way you would do it.
This is crazy.
There's no way.
I can do this.
There's no way you can do it.
Oh my goodness!
You killed it.
Nico, his blood is on your hands.
Oh my God. Hey, Nico. Oh my God.
But the captain still had 8 more umbrellas to hand out.
Umbrella is going to Michael.
Wow, they gave me a lot of, like, time. They gave me a lot of screen time and audio, which is, like, I'm immensely grateful for it. It's insane. Why me? I don't know.
How'd you end up with Umbrella?
I said I could do it.
I trust him.
I thought being team captain would mean I could do a challenge and help my team win. Turns out I skipped the challenge and punished my team.
Yeah, I have no hard feelings. I love my team. I had no hard feelings. I was like, I had zero guilt. At no point was I thinking, oh, I wish I could be there and help my buds. Absolutely fucking not. I was very grateful to not do this just because I feel like I'm bad at that. Oh, that's nice. That's a nice little bit of a spit and drool there. Hell yeah. But yet, people were spitting in their tins. It was very foul. It was very disgusting. I'm very grateful Erin was not there to see it. She would have thrown up.
But not not everyone had it so easy. Like Logan Paul with the star and Pokimane.
Like, look at this. Like, look at that, like, rotation, zoom out, zoom in. This shit should be taught in schools.
The hardest of them all.
It cracked down the middle.
I'm so sorry. Okay, man, I'm sorry.
Because the umbrella had just obliterated
Look at that. It's amazing. And they do it again because it's like telling a story.
Pokimane, the others took notice and were more cautious with their umbrellas.
Sketch, you have to be careful, yeah? Take your time, take your time.
But the people with simpler shapes were showing a lot more progress.
You got the star, let's go!
That, I was very excited for my team because, like, one by one, my teammates were bringing up their shapes. I was so proud. I was so fucking proud of my teammates. Poor Michael stuck with the goddamn umbrella, but my teammates kicked ass. Even Michael.
Oh my God, my team rules.
Come on, let's go, guys. Let's go.
That gave me quite a few lines. It's kind of insane.
Oh, guys.
Oh, I got it.
Oh, that's disgusting. I hate you, Jimmy.
All right. Hey, really quick. I'm good. Hey, that's where it's gonna mess up. This is where people crack.
The little crack sound effect, so smart. Such a good editing decision to, like, signal to the viewer that Sketch has made a fatal error. People were actually crying when Sketch lost.
You did this!
It was very dramatic. It was a very dramatic moment.
Just for a piece of change.
And I'm wondering, no one cried for Matt Pat. No one cried for Michael Reeves. But there were tears. There were tears shed for Sketch.
Sketch, you trust him with your life?
I trust him fully.
Great little moment calling him out on his hypocrisy. That was funny. The hypocrisy, like it's a big deal. That was a funny little moment on the editors.
You gave the guy with the worst eyesight, with the worst hands, the worst thing.
I'm sorry, brother.
Schlott had a beautiful moment. We all okay, so Schlott had the umbrella. There's a moment that somehow didn't make the cut. It should have. It was very funny. He was like, I did. He was like getting mad at his team captain because the team captain was like, no, we didn't do it. And Schlott was like, bro, I did it. I did. It's in one piece. I did it. You want me to show you? I'll show you. Look. And he walks up and he shows the captain the umbrella, and the captain's like, it's in 1,000 fucking pieces, dude. It was this beautiful moment of him trolling the entire room because, like, the room was so silent. We were all like, oh my God, did he fucking do it? Is he the only person? And he did not. He did it worse than everyone. Now you can see all 4 of the porta potties here. Fun fact, I didn't know they could flush. So I have a distinct memory of me walking out and someone goes in after me and she's like, oh, I'm not going in there. They didn't flush. And that's when I realized, oh no, they can flush. They flush now? But I didn't say anything. I just kind of, like, you know, sheepishly walked away. Like, oh, I didn't flush. Oh, shit.
For challenge 3, I need you all in groups of 2 and duct tape your hands together. Be careful who you pick as your partner.
So I don't know how I ended up with Sprite. Sprite was my partner. So this we're moving into the Jenga part of this where I do get eliminated because I'm still chilling with Quack, Riku, and Sprite. So as soon as they say pair up with someone, these 2 guys are already paired. So I turn around behind me and go, Sprite, let's do this.
I was best man in these weddings, so we're riding together.
All right, let's do it, Andrea. Are we locking it in?
Yeah, I think we're locking it in.
For some reason, everyone just paired up with their closest friends.
They think that they're gonna be teammates.
Do we have to hold hands or am I just doing
You
this?
do not have to understand.
Sorry. Yo, why am I with him? He's crazy.
Now that everyone has a partner,
Sprite was awesome. He could not have been friendlier. He was just a really friendly, like, positive energy kind of dude. So I'm glad we got duct tape together.
update the floor. Go ahead and bring it on in.
So it didn't update that fast, I don't think. But yeah, the floor was one giant screen. It could be whatever they wanted, and that was kind of legit. Okay, this is important. Remember where we are now. This will come in later. Okay.
And whoever you're duct taped to, we will cut you loose, and you'll be going head to head.
So this was a cool reveal. The giant Jenga tower was initially a really cool idea. What no one well, I'll tell you what no one predicted.
And giant Jenga. This is so stressful.
I hate Jenga. No, we got this.
You've been laughing nonstop this whole time, so I think it makes sense for you to go first. The tape is off.
Let's see who's going home.
Oh, imagine.
Okay, this game went on for an hour and a half. So we were all sitting, staring at this fucking never-ending giant Jenga game. They had to get multiple, like, increasingly larger ladders. Like, first they bring out one ladder, and then that wasn't tall enough, so then they had to get out a second ladder when the tower just kept getting around, like, 40 minutes into this thing. I'm turning to James and Jaden, and I'm like, are they gonna do this for every pair? Because there are 17 pairs here. Are we gonna have to fucking do this 17 more times? And we're all starting to do this terrifying math of, like, how long is this going to fucking take? Thank God Jimmy and team had the good sense of, like, okay, how about we all play Jenga at the same time? And I think they kind of scrambled. I don't think they had, you know what, they did scramble. They had to go out and get like 17 smaller games of Jenga, and then they had to figure out how to shoot it. So like every pair then had a GoPro in front of them. They had tables, but then they removed the tables. I'll walk you through that later on. But can you imagine, like, this game between these two gentlemen went on for 90 fucking minutes.
The first one. Okay. He's not done until he puts the block on.
And I dozed off so many times. Because we're all sitting up. We couldn't, like, lie down. We were all sitting up watching.
The tower was getting so tall, they couldn't even reach the top with a ladder.
Oh, that is the most rickety ladder I've seen in my life.
And because there was now a limit to how high the tower could go, eventually they would run out of possible moves.
Yeah, it just, this was, I'm very glad they changed it up here. This would have been hellish to do this 17 more times.
This might be the final move right here.
That was literally the last possible block to pull. So JJ, you've ran out of luck. What are we doing here?
It's been a pleasure, bro.
Oh, all right, this moment. I forgot about this moment. This moment was fucking like, look at the joy on my face. The joy on my face after watching a fucking 90-minute Jenga game that I thought would never end. Then this shit happens. I'm like, oh, this just got entertaining. Let's go. I was cracking up. Here. I'm like, fuck yeah. Get them both out of here.
An hour and a half Jenga game for that.
I'm speechless. I don't know what's going on.
Like, props to KSI. That was legit entertaining.
And then he took me out.
Okay, so this poll is interesting, and I'm gonna go over this poll.
I'm gonna let you all vote if you think it was fair.
Okay, I'm surprised that they kept this in. That's really, I did not think, like, I was even thinking, like, in the final edit, there's no way that this part would make the video, but it did. I was fascinated when I first watched this. I'm like, oh, like, they kept the vote in. That's cool. So watch what happens.
That JJ carried him out. Go to the right side if you think it's fair. Go to the left if you think it isn't.
Okay, so overwhelming majority of people said this is not fair. AJ should stay. KSI doesn't get to throw him on over his shoulder and eliminate him that way, right? Most everyone thought that. I was among the minority here. All right, so me, oh, James, I didn't realize James was there. Sam of Sam and Colby, and that's Logan Paul over there. Okay, so only we few were like, it should count. And I'll tell you why. At some point, Logan and I, we like looked at each other, and I was like, I mean, it was funny. He's like, yeah, right, good man. So that's the one thing Logan and I agree on. Okay, so I'm playing Jenga with Sprite. I forget who goes first. I mean, I have footage of the game, but I will admit I was kind of feeling the blocks before the game started. I was kind of secretly, don't tell anyone, don't tell Sprite, don't tell Beast and Company. But when Sprite wasn't looking, I went to my tower and I was trying to feel for like my first piece. And here, we'll have it play out.
Yeah, and we're moving quickly. And soon, things started to get competitive.
I couldn't even tell you last time I played Jenga. So I was very much out of my element here. And like I say in my video, I was not playing smart. I try to make an, I don't know if it's more offense or defense, but I try to make a pro action move of removing one of the bottom tier blocks, right? Just to make the whole thing wobblier and shakier. I just wanted to make it more likely for Sprite to fuck up. And twas I that fucked up. Because I made it, and it was my own doing. I made it wobbly. So by the time it was my turn next, it was my fucking fault. Sleep deprivation is a killer. If I got more sleep, my brain wouldn't have been so stupid.
There's no way, you're so crazy.
Oh, yo. Are you kidding me?
But suddenly, something unexpected happened. Oh, what the?
This happened immediately, by the way. The edit makes it look like it happened a little later on, but like, no, this happened immediately. Once they were like start, seconds later, that happened.
At this point, the towers had gotten so big. She can't pull from the top two. Oh! That even breathing on them the wrong way would cause them to collapse.
Oh yeah, I forgot. James and I got eliminated around the same time, and we were both so fucking relieved.
Costing the loser subscribers.
Look at that. Oh, I got the red rotoscope of shame, baby. The red rotoscope of shame.
Subscribers.
Hell yeah.
Nope. That wasn't even close. It's impossible.
Okay. Oh, there I go. With my little pot belly walking away. So yeah, there's James behind me. We were talking a little bit like back in the locker room. At some point we were like, I mean, you know, it's sad that we got eliminated, but fuck yes, we get to go back to the hotel and sleep. I slept for like 12 hours once I got back because I was so goddamn sleep deprived. Yeah, poor JJJacksfilms sleepwalking home. Kind of, man. Kind of. How long were you there total? I was in the cube for probably around 12 hours, I think. Maybe a little longer, give or take. I forget the exact amount, but it was a while.
And that concludes.
Here.
Challenge 3 is officially over. And with that, let's bring in the beds. Okay.
I was so happy I was not here for this. All right. I did not want to sleep in a cot. I wanted a hotel room. Look how impressive this tower is. I was not present for this. I was long gone. I was out of the locker room. I had my footage. I had a big, beautiful bed waiting for me. I totally missed this rather impressive looking tower. How long did this take? Gemini 100 bits. Can't wait for the Feastables mukbang where we watched Logan and Marcus Brownlee get big bulging bellies and fat tummies. That's someone's wish, man. This was a very cool experience that I don't think I ever want to do again. I don't know. I don't think I'm cut out for it. It was fun. I'm glad I did it. I'm super grateful for the opportunity. And the Beast staff couldn't have been more accommodating. And man, they sent so much swag, and it was a very cool experience. I can finally die happy knowing that I've been in a MrBeast video.